After the events of last episode, things are really starting to heat up. Let's dive in and take a look. Pokémon Horizons Review, Episode 16, As Long as I'm with Quaxly. After realizing that their enemy must still be nearby, the group set out to try and recover Liko's pendant, but in order to do that, they need to be prepared for a fight. So to start off the episode, Dot officially catches Quaxly. This was actually a big surprise to me, since I'd assumed she had already caught it. But apparently, it's because Dot was never motivated to be a trainer before now. It's ironic how Nidothing, the popular influencer who teaches people how to be better Pokemon trainers, wasn't even a trainer herself. On top of the story to recover Liko's pendant, this episode serves as the beginning of Dot's adventure as a Pokemon trainer, and parallels the start of Liko's journey. Even the episode title is similar to episode 3, As Long as I'm with Sprigatito. I love when movies and shows create parallels like this, and it's so satisfying when you eventually notice them. Anyways, the new trio realizes that Spinel must be escaping by boat, and race to the harbor, but are unable to catch the ship. Thankfully, Friede is able to fly over on Charizard and investigate. On the ship, Friede runs into a man who wants to battle. However, he later realizes that this isn't the person he's looking for, and is just some random guy. I really like that they did this. By separating Friede from the group and distracting him, it forces the kids to handle things on their own. So far throughout the series, Liko and Roy have always had Friede and the other members of the crew to fall back on when things go wrong, but this allows us to finally see what they are capable of without any assistance. While waiting on Friede, Arboliva's Ancient Pokeball starts to glow, reacting to Liko's pendant, which is nearby. Splitting up to search, Dot runs into Spinel's Behem and Magneton. Without a signal to call the others, Dot shows off her intellect by firing a water gun into the air to get their attention. This thankfully works as Liko and Roy come to her rescue, and the three challenge Spinel to a battle. Although outmatched, they are able to work together to defeat Behem and Magneton, stopping Spinel's psychic-controlled Electro Ball with a leafage smokescreen, and accidentally defeating Magneton, thanks to Fuecoco and Wattrel fighting with each other. However, this only forces Spinel's super strong Umbreon to join the fight, quickly defeating them all. Just when things look to be over, Liko's pendant reacts to her pleas and begins to glow, causing Spinel to lose a hold of it. Then, out of a giant beam of light, the Titan Arboliva appears to save the trio, acting as a raft for them to escape. Whatever the mystery seems to be behind the pendant and the ancient Pokeballs, Liko somehow seems to be the key to unlocking it all. I'm super curious why Liko seems to be at the center of all this. Perhaps she is a descendant of the ancient adventurer, which could be possible, since the pendant was handed down to Liko by her grandmother. Also, back at the ship, Dot finally reveals to Liko that she's Nidothing. After using her stream to save her in the last episode, Dot assumed that Liko had finally figured it out. But of course, she's still oblivious, and Dot is forced to spell it out for her. Ending the episode, while Spinel is reporting his failed mission, we get the reveal of 3 other members of the Explorers, including one who, spoiler alert, is very clearly Anne from Liko's school. Shoutouts to Luop, who actually predicted this at the very beginning of the series. With this reveal, I'm curious which one of them will be coming after the pendant next. So, this episode's rating is a 9 out of 10, alongside Dot officially joining Liko and Roy to form the new Pokemon Trio, which I totally called, by the way. This episode has a lot of stakes to it, and continues to develop the series' mystery. My only kinda complaint is that I wish we got more from the battle with Spinel, but this is still an amazing episode. What did you think of this episode? Be sure to let me know, and as always, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more nerdy content.